All right, guys, what's going on? Here we go. I'm gonna post my background music when it plays. But guys, we're with Morena and Borkson still, and it looks like. And by the way, it's just crazy, man. I think we have a new main character, like for real. So let me go on break here for a little bit. I will be back, and we will go into our last chapter before hiatus. I'm pretty sure about that. So I'll see you in a little bit. Hang tight.
Pathetic. My fate is seen. I see all. How fortunate that you're still alive. pathetic. My fate is sealed. I see all. How fortunate that you're still alive.
Okay. I realized I screwed up the title number. There we go. Save. Oh, it should be better. I'm just going to wait for the audio check, guys, and then we'll be on our way. All right, I think we're good. Okay. Another week. Another Hunter x Hunter chapter. Probably the last one we're going to get for my guess is a year, guys. I think we are, from this point forward until Togashi retires, looking to be on track to get 10 chapters a year. That's my guess. Before, he only did this one other time in the Succession War. He was able to release 2 batches. That was in 2018, if you remember that. We got the basically, I think it was from 370 to 389. No, because then no, I think so. And then we had the 4 year hiatus with COVID. The 4 year hiatus, the COVID hiatus really hurt this series is like momentum, but then he came back. And now he's actually doing more work now than he's probably ever done in one given section of this arc in particular. So he seems far more motivated to get through at least most of this arc. And look at guys, I have said it for years. A time skip would be fine here. I'm okay with that. If you want to sink the ship, you want to resolve this Karapika storyline, sink the ship, and we spearhead to 10 years later, and Gon is walking up to Gyro. I don't care. You can do that. That's fine. We never have to go to the Dark Continent. I'm actually pretty convinced that we never will set foot on the Dark Continent. And I know people are going to be like, what? No way. Look at this character Borkson right here. Borkson is a Togashi staple. Borkson is a side character, a deviation from the main action, who's likely going to play a much larger role in this entire thing than a lot of the characters we've seen thus far. So suddenly, all of a sudden, we enter this scene with Morena and Borkson could be a revolutionary that changes the whole course of this thing as a side character. Just like Welfin stopped Meruem by saying Komugi, and that literally shook the plot to its foundation. Borkson has the power to do something akin to Welfin. I'm putting my chips on Borkson now. She's going to do something, living or dying, it doesn't matter, but she's going to achieve something, set off something that alters the course of this entire story. Let's see if that pans out. Let's see what happens. We are here with Morena and Borkson, and we are still at the table 4 chapters in, ladies and gentlemen. Almost half of this batch has been between these two characters. I wonder if there are people who still don't realize how important Morena is. In fact, Morena could actually be the arc villain, whereas Tsarednik is Karapika's villain. Remember how Togashi likes to do this, right? The main character might have their own ambition or goal aside from the main arc. This was between, Greed Island had the 3 villains, but that was kind of a game. Look at Yorknu. Karapika fought Uvo. Gon and Killua got caught. They escaped. And then it's a back and forth capturing Crollo. But ultimately, who was the main villain in Yorknu? Anyone want to go ahead and say it? Who was it? Who was the main villain? The answer is nobody. Each one of the archetypes, groups, they all had a stake in the game. They all were affected by the plot, but they all had bad intentions. But they were all at odds with each other. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. All right, that should fix that issue. Okay, so let's get started. Enough chit chat. This is it. Morena, Borkson, looking at each other. Morena proceeds. This is the last time. You can't change your answer after this. You can't change your answer after this. As in, the Nen, or I won't, I'm not going to let you change your answer. It's one or the other, but probably some Nen. Borkson says, yes, that's fine. I knew he would do it. Guys, I called this. I knew he was finishing the entire arc with this little game. I called it. No, don't. That's not what I want. Who's thinking that? Is Morena thinking that? Yes, no. Oh, bro. Unbelievable. Borkson says, this is the card I chose. Yeah, it is Morena. Holy fucking shit. And while Borkson says, this is the card I chose, Morena says, stop. That's not true. No, no. Then she says, I see. I'm happy you're going to join us, but just a little bit disappointed. You cheated, didn't you? Here it is. Everyone said Borkson's the cheater. It must have been after you used the deal card. You stopped the shuffle and double-checked the 2 cards on your board. That's when you marked the return card. That's right. When she asked for the shuffle and the kiss, it was actually her cheating, and that's what happened. And she marked one of the cards. And then Borkson says, these 2 cards, can I turn them over and look at them? Morena says, see, they're no, and return. And Borkson says, yes. Morena says, you must have put a tiny indentation on the front along both edges. It's too far for me to see. And Orange, the shuffler, so the shuffler's name is Orange, would only see the backs of the cards. But you could see it no matter which way the card was oriented after shuffling. By crushing the card in your moment of victory, you could get rid of the evidence. Borkson just sits there stoically. This game and those cards are a part of my ability. If you cheat, the manipulative aspect of my ability is... If you cheat against Morena, her manipulation activates automatically. Holy fucking shit. Morena says, your choices for the last card were reduced to 2, but you only have yourself to blame for your ultimate choice. Oh my fucking God. You should have intuited that cheating is tantamount to abandoning this serious game. Would you look at the 2 of them? Here's the true Morena coming out of her shell. Here she is. So, by yes, you're going to join us? Yes, I will join. Hold on a minute. Something's off. Something's weird with this translation here. She's speaking those things. And I guess, so you're going to join us. So she just stops, so you're going to join us? Yes, I will join you, says Borkson. They all clap. She gets weighted down. Literally, Borkson hits the ground as if a sudden weight hit her body. Could be her Nen being released and tiring her out. That's my guess. But it could also be, it looks like there's weight to it. Morena says, to welcome the brand new member of our team, I'll explain the yes card that you didn't choose during the game. As long as you're alive and on our side, we won't come after you. Or the people dear to you, of course. And she's sweating. Borkson's sweating. My ability is called Contagion with Etude of Love. It's like a game app. It's installed in you yourself, and I manage the play data. Jeez Louise, bro. Think about the level of control and mastery this Nen power actually. Dude, Hisoka is, he will not be able to contain himself. I always know your level, number of points, location, and status. Yeah, she's the game master. You cannot remove it. The game continues until you clear the game. the admin ceases to exist, or the phone is destroyed. Oh God, the phone, Crollo, please, please. I already told you the 3 conditions to join us. Clear them, and the process will be complete. You're actually quite free to do what you want after that. For example, I don't recommend it, but infighting and backstabbing aren't forbidden, as long as it's not too flagrant. Look at this, what the fuck is this face? There's also this cool thing in mobster movies, by the way. This is a nod to this, where even though Borkson cheated, she showed her strength and her intuition. And mobsters really like that. So if you bend the rules but do it the right way and do it effectively, they actually look at that as a benefit. So there's a nice that's a nice nod to actual mobster culture, that she cheated, but it's because of her ingenuity and perceptiveness that, I think we're just proceeding as planned. So yes. Even though Miranda was disappointed, ultimately she shows herself as resourceful. But anyway, let's keep going. Right now you are level 0. You haven't fulfilled all the conditions of joining. Once you clear the last right, that's right. There's still the one last thing. You have to witness them killing someone. Who the fuck are they gonna? Who are they gonna kill? Don't tell me it's a prince. I'm going to absolutely flip the table. I'm just gonna give you an example. If Tyson somehow got captured and they were gonna kill her right here, like I'd flip out. Right now you are level 0. You haven't fulfilled all the conditions of joining. Once you clear the last condition, you will formally be level 1. Miranda continues. You will get an N ability at level 21. Kill 1 civilian to gain 1 level. At level 100, you will be able to create your own team like me. Kill someone with Nen and gain 10 levels. Kill a prince and you will gain 50 levels. Whether you level up or not is up to you. Oh yeah, sure it is. Yeah, I believe you. Whether you stay here or go back to your friends is also up to you. You're free. But we will betray you the moment we realize you're no longer of use. Our goal is to... You better fucking get out there and get to work. This isn't a buffet club. Get out there and fucking do some shit for us, or I'm coming after your ass. And so are my goons. There's an undetermined time limit. If they find another specialist candidate, I'll no longer be valuable. Yes, Borkson, clock is ticking, girl. If her ability is installed in me like an app, I should assume it comes with spyware that shows her everything I see and hear. I do need power to go against them, but I have to kill somebody to get an ability in the shortest amount of time. Oh, she is! She absolutely wants to fight them. Oh my God, yo. She dusts herself off. She looks at her. Borkson! I'm going back to my people. And then Miranda says, don't forget, we are your people too now. Borkson says, I have a purpose now, she thinks to herself. But then she turns around and says, Miranda, will you show me around? Miranda just smiles. Before I go back, I want to know more about my new comrades. Borkson, don't show your hand too easily there. Come on, hold on. Whoa. Hold up. That's too obvious. All right, we're back in martial law land. Oh, please give me something, Togashi. Please, I just want a little bit. I don't need a lot. I don't need a crazy, I don't need an all-out war. I I just want something during this martial law thing to happen to go crazy. Please. We are back here. I think we're on floor 2, if I'm not mistaken. We have because floor 2 and 1 have the guards out. All the civilians have their heads against the wall, and the soldiers are armed. Do not move until you've been patted down. There is a clown-like character up there. That's kind of a fun reference. On that poster. We have Tier 3 central area clear, says one of the soldiers. So we're actually on Tier 3. Okay. They're walking the civilians under martial law. The soldiers are like stormtroopers, they're walking them off in line. Everyone looks fucking miserable. I wonder why. And then the military guy says, if you move so much as an inch, you will be shot without warning. Special martial law. This is not a drill. That's what the background noise says. The guns look like, a carbine, an M4? They look like a carbine. The other one looks like an AK-47 behind him. Looks like kind of a nod to real-world weapons right there, I think. That's interesting. Someone with actual knowledge is going to know a lot more than me. But I think that's an AK in the back, and that's like a carbine or something like that. Captain. Cases, says the captain. Case S? Case S or cases? Case S. Three 3101. Is that where Beyond is? Or is that a mob? Is that one of the mob rooms? Or wait a minute, 3101. If that was referenced before, I totally forgot what it was. Was that the room that this Phantom Troop went into? Okay, let's keep going. We're now down the hallway. 3 soldiers total who entered this door disappeared. Yes, it is the room that they used. Okay. The witnessing soldier says they vanished into thin air as they entered Case S, a supernatural incident. This may be why the corporal and others went missing. We found a hidden room behind the bathroom next door. Looks like someone cut through the bathroom wall. Oh my fucking God, I saw Ben's face below. Okay, the hidden room was connected to room 125. In room 125, the bathroom wall was the trick door. Tier 3 is Hailey's territory. Contact Tier... Okay. We're back on Tier 1 with Ben with a gun in his hand. Your Highness, they found what looks like to be Hailey's hideout. Nen is involved. The room was empty. We're searching for other hideout locations. Is that Benjamin or Halkenberg? Let's see. Here comes Ben. We're going to call him Ben for now. We don't know for sure. But Squad 3 will deal with Hailey. Our priority is securing the princess. 3rd Prince Zhongli and 7th Prince Luzerus are currently What the fuck is going on? The Cacho plan. Fugetsu. Oh my fucking God. Woo! Okay. Before I'm gonna just stop. I gotta stop right here because I just want to check the volume, make sure I'm still literally speaking. All right. I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm fine. All right. So, Luzerus and Zhongli are unaccounted for. Find them. Leave the lower rank princes for later. Big mistake, Benny boy. Big mistake. Zhonglei went to tier 2 right before the declaration via cross bridge from inside the Jiyu boss residence. Dude, look at how much this guy knows about like all the fucking hideouts and shit. Bro, this is insane. Remember the balance of power. Benjamin respects that. But now it's time. Martial law, baby. Zhonglei went to tier 2 right before the declaration from inside the Jiyu boss residence. Currently confirming the route and following his trail. Follow-up report in 15 minutes. Dude, the fucking plan is in play. The mob is... Dude, the mob is ready. Bro, the mob is coming. The mob is ready. We got the Jiyu and the Char families. It's happening together. Oh my fucking God. This is a coup. The mob is about to do a coup. I am calling this shit. Holy shit. Oh my, this is... Zhonglei likely sought refuge at the Justice Department. It's possible he went farther down to meet up with the Mafia. Tell the Squad 2 recon team and the scouts to focus on Zhonglei, who does not have an ability, but he has Karapika. Oh my fucking God. This is insanity. He got Ben! He got Benny Boy! He got him! He fucking got him, bro! He fucking got him! Hulk is in control, baby! 10 hours from onset to coma. Death comes 2 hours. Dude, he has 2 fucking hours. I have about 9.5 more hours. I need to eliminate the... I love how Togashi represents Halkenberg with that facial expression. That's like this. He looks a little bit more Halkenbergy square face. It's Benjamin's face, but the way he's done the frown, there's nods to that shit. Oh my God, this is absolutely fucking insane. Death comes from onset to coma. It's 10 hours. Death comes 2 hours. He has 12 hours. He has 9.5 more hours. Holy fucking shit. As long as I'm officially anointed as successor, even if I die. As long as I am officially anointed as successor, even if I die. Then the soldier says, First Prince Benjamin on deck. As long as I am officially anointed as successor, even if I die, so his actual body, even if I die, I must get father's declaration of succession and the documentation. Then, taking into account the time required for the legal proceedings of having my illegitimate child named as my official successor, I don't have a moment to lose. Oh my God, Togashi. I must get father's, I just got to read this again. We're in the moment. I haven't studied this yet. I got to figure out his perspective. I must get father's declaration of succession. That means it's over. And the documentation. There must be documentation verifying the new king. Then, taking into account the time required for the legal proceedings of having my illegitimate child named as my official successor, I don't have a moment to lose. So Halkenberg's in a... I can't fucking believe this play. Oh my God. He's going to have Halkenberg's corpse win during a coma. He's going to kill everybody else. And if you're in a coma, you still are alive, which means you have not lost the succession war. Holy fuck, this is awesome. And then, of course, Halkenberg, illegitimate. We know that with Unma and the whole thing with that. So, oh my freaking God, then there has to be a court proceeding to allow a non-legitimate, an illegitimate to become king. There is a legal proceeding that has to happen for that to happen. Makes sense. But that takes extra time. So he's banking on killing all the princes, giving his comatose body enough time to let the paperwork transpire to then let him become king. And then he'll reawaken in his body as the winner after the coma. I can hand the throne over to my child. The kid in the room. Oh my fucking God. No way. The kid in the room. The fucking kid. The baby in Unma's room. Oh my fucking God. Am I reading this fucking right? I can hand the throne over to my child. Emergency. It is the secret prince, it's a grand prince. It's the next generation. Oh my God. Emergency law article 1, sustaining the monarchy in a crisis will apply. That's Halkenberg's kid in Unma's room. That's the fucking baby. This is insanity. If I'm reading, we can chat about this after. That's how I'm reading this. This whole time he had his own kid here, ready to hand this over to him, get rid of his generation, just get them all out of here, and then give it to his kid. An actual infant, even younger, I think, than maybe around the same age as Wobble. But oh my fucking. Don't fucking tell me that. Wobble? No. Oito? No. Did I miss something? Did I fucking miss something? Four princes left? What the fuck are we talking about? One. All right, let's take that. Wait a minute. So you take. Let's just do this. Lucerys and Zhonglei are out. That means we have Camilla, Tubepa, Tyson, Fugetsu, Mariam, and Wobble. What the fuck happened? Ben is not in. So, oh my fucking God. Halken Ben is walking out with what the fuck is that gun? It's like a Doom rocket launcher. What the fuck? Of course my dude is the heavy gunner. Of course. I am heavy. Yes, this dude is heavy, man. This dude is heavy. Oh my fucking God. I am Benjamin, Deputy Chief Counsel. Without further ado, At the Central Court, I will consolidate all three branches of government by military force, and we are taking over this building as our Joint Force Command Center. Here come the fucking Zodiac. Where the fuck have you been, man? Botobai! Mizai Storm! And Kaiser, right? That's Kaiser. You three will be my witnesses. Botobai ain't fazed by this shit. But Mizai has his hands up. But Botobai's like this. Mizai Storm says, first, can you provide your basis for declaring martial law and the letter of authorization from the king? Bro. This is unbelievable. Benjaberg says, terrorism with a biological weapon orchestrated by 4th Prince Sarydnik and 9th Prince Halkenberg? There was a collaborator in my military. A sample under development was brought on board. He's throwing Sarydnik under the bus. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. I kind of wish we got a little more of this before the hiatus. I wish this was a chapter earlier. Like, oh my God, more of this, please, please. Like, this is the hypest moment. Like, this is it. This is where the arc is culminating. Like right now, but we're gonna go on a year-long hiatus. God dang it! He's throwing his boy under the bus. Benjaberg says there were multiple co-conspirators. Several suspects were arrested and are now being questioned. Some of the suspects were accompanying the prince's security teams when they were taken to secure locations. To be safe, I'd like to complete the administrative steps without delay. They know. They know it's not Ben. Wait a minute. Holy fuck. I just saw something that's making me go a little fucking crazy. Hold on a second. Hold on a fucking second. I believe this is Halkenberg. I really believe it is. I believe it. I mean, why would he talk? How would he know about the coma and his death? He talked about his father and the paperwork. It has to be. Mizai Storm says his plan. His plan is to leverage the princes in Tier 1 as hostages to secure the three branches. Now we go to narrative. Mizai says, he's an impulsive dictator who prefers shortcuts true to his profile. Probably most of this is conveniently twisted half-truths. Benjaberg with the Nen Beast. This is why we don't know this yet. Can Halkenberg possess and control the Nen Beast of a prince he attacks? It looks like the answer is yes. But that's a fact we didn't know. But here he is. Because the Nen Beast is its own spirit, it infects the host. It's a parasite. So Halkenberg is simply taking over the main body's spirit and possession, but the Nen parasite is just a parasite of that host. So if the host changes consciousness or spirit, whatever theme you'd like to use here, they can still use the... This is where it's getting a little gray, but I believe that is true. Let's keep going. Benjaberg says, we cannot release those who are suspected of infection from isolation until complete analysis of the sample. Without the interrogation of the three powers, I cannot permit their transfer to a hospital while I'm unsure of your situation. The king's letter of authorization is being written as we speak. Oh my God. They will contact you once it's been signed and sealed. You can retrieve it then. We know it's not signed yet. He still has to make that happen. He's lying. He's selling his way into this. He still has to get the letter. My God. See, guys, I wish this came a chapter earlier. I'm not saying that I don't love Borkson and that whole thing. I do. I think Borkson's a fantastic character. I really like the idea that some nobody could move the plot, like Welfin. Come on. This is what I live for. Look at all the negotiating tactics, all the prioritization these characters have to do in the moment with all the other players at stake, and ordering and prioritizing what their targets are in the situation to be most effective. This is what I live for, man, in this arc. And it's like you're playing with identity. Now could a Nen Beast be in Halkenberg's hands that wasn't his originally? Does he have both Nen Beasts? What the fuck is going on? See? He used the arrow, but the arrow is amplified and helped by his Nen Beast, right? Because that helps inspire the followers. But we have Halkenberg using or having access to Ben's Nen Beast. Does he have access to both? Let's find out. We continue, and we're getting near the end, I have a feeling. Ben says, let's get this done. Bodabai says, Your Highness, you look rather pale. Are you all right? And Benjaberg says, there's no problem at all. We have Benjamin. Dude, Benjamin's like 7 feet. Like, Bodabai is huge, and Benjamin is his height, basically. So these are menacing dudes. They're like 7.5 feet tall. They're massive. And then Kaiser says, if Benjamin is pushing so hard because he himself has been infected, considering Halkenberg's progression, he has 24 hours at most. If we can somehow stave this off for one more day, we'll be able to see the light. I still have my final stronghold. Oh my fucking God. 40 minutes into martial law, to be continued. Now, there's nothing here saying hiatus, but I think we are. I'm going to go to the Reddit today as well, but, bro. I want more of this. This is moving the plot so fast. Come on. I want to see it. I love Borkson. I do, but come on. Come on. This is literally the succession that we've been on this boat for. This is it. Oh my God. My God. Incredible. Again, a part of me is like, I wish this was a chapter earlier. Please. Oh, if he could have just consolidated the Morena Borkson thing, one less chapter, just one. Oh my God. And if this could have ended on a way where, like, we see one of the princes in hiding, or the math is not adding up. 4 left, just 4 that Halkenberg cares about getting rid of, I'm assuming. Camilla, Tubepa, Luzerus, Zonglei, the older children, of course, clearly Saridnik, duh, Saride, hello. He's in a parallel universe. I totally forgot about him. That's how Saridnik is so, like, distinguished that I sometimes don't think about him with the other princes. Holy shit. But he's thrown Saridnik under the fucking bus. The illegitimate child thing is holy fuck. It must be the baby in Unma's room. I don't think it's Wobble. If it is Wobble, oh my God. But wouldn't Oido have said something? But then again, we know that insemination and like fertilization, like they could have just had a test tube baby. Like literally, cocking's so fucked up. We don't know how the pregnancy transpires, if it truly is through an intimate act or if it's through forced insemination. There is all this stuff. It is just like the possibilities are vast. But we know he has an illegitimate child. Frankly, it's either, well, it could be Mariam, I guess. You could, but I don't think it is. Wobble or the baby in Unma's room. Oh my fucking God. Dude, Unma is a huge fucking player right now. I've bumped Unma up several tiers in importance. She's like an A tier now. She's insane. Especially with Halkenberg and her kind of being like this. That's a plan in itself. For the first queen to let an illegitimate child take over. Woo! All these plot points. So I will go now back to the chat. Here we go. What a chapter. Sun Eater says, I think winter or summer 2025. Definitely summer. There's no way this is coming back that quickly. No way. Saradnik says, can't say long, but feels like she could be the Wealth and Kamuki of this arc. Absolutely. Sun Eater says, making her a level 50 off the bat would be crazy. Hey, freaks, what you doing? Sun Eater, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Hi, Nicola. How you doing? Eating up every drop of Zodiac characterization. That spread is epic. Oh yeah, this was where they had two double page the spreads, right? Am I wait a minute. That's a spread. And well, double page spread. But I told people, I heard people saying it's going to, well, this thing in the hallway, I guess, is one of the double page spreads, right? Like I heard people going, oh my God, it's going to be Benjamin is a tier spread. But seriously, like, this is crazy. I cannot wholly discount Halkenberg, but I think he only succeeded in poisoning Benjamin with the TSK-17. So we have no idea what happened to him afterward. Exactly. I don't know what would happen to the Nen Beast if someone possessed. We don't know. I've always theorized that Karapika could steal one, or Krollo could get one. Because they're parasitic Nen beasts. Like parasitic Nen beasts are their own entity of Nen, so they are their own thing. They're simply attached and based on the wills and personalities of their princes. But they are their own entities, which is why I feel like they are their own beings and you can affect them. Predator ate one. It didn't kill Sale Sale. It just got rid of that parasite. So as parasites, it's clear that you can, we know you can kill one, and it's frankly likely that you can also steal one. But can you control and utilize one that is not your own? That is the question we have to figure out. Does Halkenberg's arrow let him, due to its controlling manipulative nature, control a Nen beast as well? Which would make him just like hacks beyond hacks. If he can actually control Nen beast with his arrow, because of the arrow, that it's unique to him, that makes him goated. No. That makes Halkenberg I mean, I would put that on par with Sir Riding in terms of his scariness, how insane that is in the current arc. One can avoid all death and counters, and the other can literally inhabit and utilize your very own Nen Beast and body, which would come on. Oh yeah, Sun Eater. I know. Man. And by the way, a lot of people did not enjoy the card game with Morena. 3.5 chapters dedicated to that one thing is such a Togashi move, but I now give a lot of shit about Borkson as a character and Morena even more. We have way more now to appreciate about Morena. You know, her backstory. And I also do love the aesthetic of them. And you ready for another nod? Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? It's theorized that, of course, these are white military outfits that Borkson and Sarai and the guards wear, the military guards. Black and white. Does that remind you of something? What color were the gungi pieces? What color were the gungi pieces? And also, Morena is kind of inhabiting white and black. I know she has blonde hair, probably, but she appears to be a fit. Well, a lot of people are fair skinned in anime, but like the fact that her skin is showing, I think there's a yin yang aspect to Morena's personality and character design as well. But Borkson is all white. And so I think it couldn't be more look at it. The two of them next to each other. Like, where's that? Right here. No, she doesn't have her clothing there. Right here. You know, when Borkson says, "I'm going back to my people," it's almost like Borkson could be a yin influence to Morena's yang purpose to exist. The Kakin that Morena hates and has to destroy and has to kill. Well, maybe this horrible, terrible, awful Kakin can still produce nice people like Borkson, or at least people who she cheated. But I think there's something about this character that leans towards a pure end goal, even though she cheated. She comes from a system of such oppressive nature. And she said yes, and she is loyal. She wants to use an ability to stop them. But I think it's playing with morality and yin yang colors. And I think there is something here cooking. It's not here yet, but I think Morena could do something noble before she's written out. Absolutely could. Absolutely could. This horrible world-ending murderer could absolutely do something noble. Another Togashi favorite. Make the most evil, hated, vindictive character do something positive. That's Togashi. So Borkson could be an influence to Morena's actual last action, which could be a good thing for the benefit of Kakin, which through all of its terrible, awful, destructive history can still have good people within it. There has to be good even in a place like this. I think that's the lesson being taught here. Let's keep going here. Nikolai. Since even the princes can't directly control their Nen beasts, I think if Halkenberg possessed Benjamin, the Nen beast would remain attached to the body, but still act to protect Ben's consciousness. very possible, which would make life very difficult for would the Nenbeast try to attack Halkenberg's spirit within Benjamin? Or like compromise him? Hey, this isn't Benjamin. Like imagine if it said something like, you know, there's something here. Nikolai, the negotiation game was contained, whereas this chapter has so much to think about how it affects every character. This is a plot chapter. This is a succession plot chapter. We are in the moment. We are in the world. We have the martial law enacted, and the entire setting is established, and everybody is affected. That's why it's so hype. WZ gives what you think happened with Halk and Benjamin, please. I'm still under the impression that it could be the real Benjamin. Well, the problem is, WZ, how would the real Benjamin, you think the real Benjamin has a coma thing? Like, here's where it gets fuzzy. This is where everything starts to break down. 10 hours from onset to coma. Death comes 2 hours after that. Are you saying that Benjamin is infected with TSK-19? He knows the amount of time? I have about 9.5 more hours. I need to eliminate the princes by then. It could just be an infected Ben. It could just be an infected Ben. All right, let's read this again as Benjamin's point of view. As long as I'm officially announced successor, even if I die, if he's sick, I must get father's declaration as documentation, taking into account the time required for the legal proceedings. My illegitimate child, I don't have a moment to lose. I can hand the throne over to my child. It also works there. But then the four princes left get me. This is where Benjamin would not leave survivors. But Halkenberg would. That is the part where it's like, unless Halkenberg unleashed the fucking plague and killed, like, dude, what if Camilla got poisoned and killed? What if we, oh my God. What if the TSK-17 ends the succession war, bro? I think it's 50-50. It could be Ben infected. But remember, Halkenberg could still be in Ben who is infected because he wanted to make sure Ben got it, make sure Ben couldn't give himself an antidote, and then let Ben die, but save his own body. That's why I think it could be Halkenberg within a sick Ben. But holy shit, the four princes left is killing me. That line, that is the line of this chapter that's like, come on. Who? Why? Nikolai, option one. Halkenberg possessed Benjamin, but in the process was... yes. But I think he had to. I think the only way to kill Ben for good was to infect him. But he had to also take control of him so he wouldn't be able to give them an antidote, and he could also then enact his plan. Right? Yep. I have a feeling at least one prince has done... Dude, seriously. But I think by four princes, he means he secured and restrained all but four. Yeah, that's also true. That's true. So what? Miriam. But wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, wait a minute. So your comment is he's detained all the princes, but hold on a minute. Let me go back. Hold on. Let me get this point. Hang on. There's an important line, folks. Leave the lower ranked princes for later. As if they haven't captured them yet. I don't know. Squad 3, deal with Haley. Our priority is securing the princes. Plural. None of them have been secured at that moment. In this moment, he has not secured any of the princes yet. They just don't know. Third Prince Sungli and seventh Prince Losers are currently unaccounted for. Find them. Leave the lower ranked princes for later. By the way, holy shit. Songlei currently confirming the route. He's throwing Saradnik under the bus, but they have to secure Saradnik. There ain't no way they're securing Saradnik. There is no fucking way. There's no fucking way that they are actually securing him. There's no way. Whoop, whoop, I'm out of existence. Like, there's no fucking way. Holy fucking shit. Dude, oh my God. Yo, this is Krollo's moment. He goes in and they're all under fucking locked in key. And he goes in. Oh my God. Tell the Squad 2 recon and the scouts to focus on Songlei. So Squad 1 is clearly this squad. 2 is going to... I'm trying to break this down, guys. It's very complicated. Squad 2 is trying to go find Songlei through the Mafia hidden channels in the GU. Squad 3, Morena. Squad 1 is clearly here with Benjamin. We don't know about Squad 4. So again, I am not convinced. 4 princes left, bro. 4 fucking princes left. Oh my God. All right. WZ, also like you pointed out that Benjamin threw Seri under the bus. And we know that Hulk is close to the 4th, right? Yes, that is true. Bro. Seriously. He threw Saradnik under the bus because maybe he realized that Saradnik's a piece of shit. I don't know. I don't know, man. There's stuff happened off screen. What's going to happen is we're going to come back in the next arc and we are going to see what happened during this time. He's going to fill in the gaps for some of this stuff, but in the next batch. Seri definitely got a vision of martial law. Of course he did. And WZ, bruh, Krollo is going to be sneaking. Yeah. And then guess what Hisoka's going to be doing? He's going to be juggling. All right. Hisoka is going to be living the high life as all these fucking military people are martial law. Hisoka is going to be having the time of his fucking life. It might be a chance for Hisoka to go down because martial law would annoy him. And then he can kill Franklin. He can kill Machi. He can kill everybody. in the lower floors. But I still want to leave the possibility that Hisoka has a Nen limitation due to his revival. This is a Togashi move. Go back on what I set out to do. That's 100% Togashi. So I'm not convinced that Hisoka is going to kill all the spiders. We might get lucky if it is, frankly, just Hisoka Crollo. But it might be that the Succession War or Morena or Halkenberg, whoever, they're the ones who end the spider. Or what if Beyond just ends the spider? I don't know. Just do it. So be it. Like, it's because again, Beyond and Crollo have a there is absolutely a focal point for the three treasures that there's a desire to have illegitimacy take the throne, and there's also a desire to steal the treasures of this entire history itself, the succession history. So both aspects have to do with the structure of Kakin's existence as a country and also their past. And so the plot points seem to cross at a high level. You know, Beyond and Crollo may be either working together or at odds. It's one or two. And I wouldn't be shocked if that's, a thing. WZ, I only say that because of how Togashi's not the type to kill off a whole lot of characters that we care about. He does kill off characters that we care about. We know that. But it's not like he usually kills a dozen of them. He kills a handful at most, typically. And they typically hit you at a part that's very hard. Like, look at how Ponzu, that moment was like shocking. And she was very much a side character. For the Phantom Troop, when Hisoka walked out of that bathroom, that's why, to this day, I think I never reacted more, because he actually got rid of 2 Phantom Troop level characters at once, which in terms of plot is so massive. I mean, it could be 1, 2, 3. You had Uvo again the first time. Well, Pakanota. So hold on a minute. We might be losing 2 spiders in this arc because it always seems to be 2. That's something else to think about. For some reason, we lost 2 spiders in Yorknu. We lost 2 spiders after Heaven's Arena. And with Crollo. And then we might lose 2 spiders here. That's interesting. Man, this is like I'm so hyped, and yet I'm like, cheers. We gotta wait. We gotta wait for another day, another release. I'm gonna open up the chat now. Let's talk about what the current situation is. Franklin's getting chocolate pudding in the cafeteria, dude. He's had like 18 of them, so don't worry. He's fine. Okay. WZ, you asked about Franklin. Here's what I think. I think Franklin has a cannon from his mouth, like a hyper beam, thing, or like a zero hand. It's like he just opens his jaw and a huge thing comes out of his mouth. Like, literally, I think we're going to see Franklin get his arms chopped off. But I don't know if Hisoka's fighting anybody. Like, seriously? Hisoka might not even throw a goddamn punch in this entire arc. He might do absolutely nothing. He might do nothing. He might just want to get to the end of the journey, and then he wants to help Gon get back to full strength. That's always been a plot point. That has always been a plot point. It's never gone away. Everyone's like, oh, there's no way that Gon's back in the story. Yes, there is. You heal him with something from the Dark Continent. That links Gon back into the story. It then links the Gyro plot point together. And Hisoka is the one who wants to fight Gon at his best. So all of those plot points are naturally connected here. But are we ever going to get there? I have no idea. let's turn it back to what the hell is going on right now. So we know that 4 princes matter. 4 princes are left. 2 of them clearly, well, I can't say that, but 2 of them are likely Luzurus and Zhonglei. That's 2. Who are the other 2? See, because remember, guys, remember, Halkenberg did not want all of his siblings to die. In fact, he wanted to end this whole thing. Then he thought he had to kill everybody. Then he found out that he might be able to manipulate his father by taking possession of Benjamin and ending this early. So this 4 princes left is racking my damn brain. I hope that translation's accurate. You know, if it's not like, where's the 4th prince? Now that changes everything. Because now, yeah, it's Saraynik, but 4 princes left. 4 princes left. Fucking shit. I think that so here's what I think. Let's turn our focus towards the mafia, because Luzurus and Zhonglei, on your and the plot that I leave it up to you, Father, which is what Zhonglei said many years ago. I leave it up to you, Father. Kaiser and the whole thing, well, Wang and the Joker concept with Morena. You might have to use your Joker. Even though Joker was a card, it could also reference something secondary in nature to this whole plot. What if, bro, oh my God, what if the mob are loyal to Beyond Netero? Ask that question right now. What if the 3 illegitimate mob families are loyal to Beyond Netero? Post your thoughts. Any thoughts, please. Like, I'd love to hear some ideas of what you think is like what's cooking right now. Why are the mobs, they ran away to their mob hideouts, but bro, what if that's the whole idea? The balance of power is because they're all going to help Beyond overtake this damn society. Oh, now we're getting somewhere, right? Oh my gosh. Right? Like, but yeah, leave your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you guys if there's any theories about the trends of the current situation. Why not? If Beyond wants to destroy Kakin, who gives a shit? It was already alluded to, actually, that he does. If you remember, the speech bubble was over his mouth when it was Morena talking. Remember that? I want to destroy all of Kakin. It was Morena talking, but it was on Beyond's mouth. There's totally a connection there. You go back and look at that. I think that was chapter 406. No, 407, when they were talking about their backstory. The speech bubble was over Beyond's mouth. That's why I thought Beyond could be in line with the mob. And that the Joker is actually Beyond himself. And that would, oh my fucking God. You want to talk about a coup. Holy crap. I don't know. I think, but then you got Crollo. So Crollo might just be an opportunist. He learned about this, but the families seem to be doing this. That's why Zhonglei is so confident. That's why Luzurus is like, oh, whatever, bro. I'm just gonna smoke weed all day, because the bigger picture is their families are all lined up under a powerful entity or something with very significant influence. So what could that be? It could easily be someone like Beyond. With Halkenberg slash Benjamin, I think we're at a 50-50 here of which one it is. But the illegitimate child with Unma. That baby is an illegitimate offspring of the next generation. So that's not a current, that's not a current prince. That would be a baby that would become a prince through succession if Ben slash Halkenberg won, whichever one it was. Any final thoughts, guys? I mean, oh my gosh. Oh God, man. I'm going to go to the Hunter x Hunter Reddit. I don't typically do that, but we're going to do it while we're here because we're kind of finishing up things. Let's do it. Yo, man, the first thing I see, Togashi has to do a time skip with Gon and Killua when they're back. Oh my God. Yo, look at that. They look like JJK characters, man. All right. I'm going to go to the 410. Dude. All right. Official release discussion. Yep. Bioweapons are the strongest thing. Poor Man Rose, TK-117. Nen and armies don't matter. You can just die to a virus. Yep. Pretty much. And Contagion is a virus, Nen ability, parasitic Nen beast. I love the idea of being infected. It's like, yes, and that's also a theme as well. The mass destruction comes from infection. Virus. Very cool. Right, the off-screen events, right. Dude, I think Camilla got offed with a virus. I thought she was going to do something pretty cool, though, with her her curse bringers. And by the way, they can still act independently of Camilla. In fact, if Camilla dies, her followers are going to be far more motivated. Because actually, no, they wouldn't be, would they? Because, wait a minute. No, they might not be because they want her to win. But maybe they would do it out of spite. All right. Too many. Hisoka Lover 92. I'm on the Reddit right now, and I'm just going to read some things. The mission Kaiser entrusted to Steiner if martial law gets declared. In chapter 400, Kaiser gave Steiner instructions to press the button if Benjamin's guard or the Royal Army appear at the Justice Bureau. Okay. The outcome of Halkenberg's plan led to Benjamin getting poisoned, which caused him to quicken the announcement of the martial law. I wonder what happened to Halkenberg and Balsa. Dude, I think people are missing this. I think he went into Benjamin's body under the virus because that will prevent Benjamin from getting a cure. That would ensure that he makes sure that Ben succumbs to the virus. But then he can also play as Benjamin, play out the situation. Like, right? Is there no cure? Am I totally forgetting that? Maybe there is no cure, but there's something off. There is something off about this. There really is. If it is just Benjamin with TK-17, whatever. TSK-17. Benjamin's secret Cacho letter talked about the baby in Unma's room, Benjamin's child. I don't know what to think of Unma. Is she a good mother? She's trying to protect Halkenberg and raising up Ben's baby, or she has her own. By the way, why don't I do this? I'm going to put this in the chat. This is what I'm reading. So I'm reading the official discussion on Reddit. Benjamin is dying. Only 9.5 hours are left for him to carry out his plan. But the question is, will Benjamin actually die or will he survive in some way? I think it's 50-50. If we analyze two cases, Ben's death may result in escalating the situation, which causes more chaos. Serednik gets more focus. A building up of the confrontation between Karapika and Serednik. Karapika won't be bothered by Benjamin's soldiers anymore. Unma's room. So if they go to Unma's room, we know for a fact that they're, yeah. So Karapika won't be bothered by Benjamin's soldiers anymore. Yeah. On the other hand, Benjamin has a big chance to survive, especially that we haven't seen his alien Nen Beast's ability yet. There are some ways that could save him. Firstly, an alliance with Tubepa, whose Nen Beast can make drugs and antidotes. Oh, I like that connection between Tubepa and the TSK-17. Ooh, I like that. I like that. The Zodiacs can play a big role in saving him for an exchange for more power, leverage, and information about Beyond Net. Oh, baby. Leorio, come on. Yes. If Leorio gets involved due to this oh, yes. Let's go. Please. I would love to see that. Right. What happens to an Nen Beast on the verge of death or after death? Well, we think they're gone because they can't feed on the host anymore. They can only exist upon the Nen of the host. And Nen only exists if you're alive, unless you have an after death ability. But if you don't, you're dead. So your Nen output ceases. Here we go. All the princes have, in fact, been secured by military except for 4. The 3rd and 7th princes escaped using the Mafia passageways. Miriam Miriam's in the dimension. So the soldiers might never find him. Number 4 is between Wobble and Fugetsu. Luzris and Zon. Wobble and Fugetsu. Let's just say this is theoretical. The last time Karapika showed up, he was hesitant between staying in room 1014 or moving to Zhongli's room. Whatever Karapika decided, it will have a big influence on the story. If Wobble's guards descend to the lower tiers, then this may lead to Karapika coming across the spiders. Perhaps. I like the themes generally of this guy's comment, but I'm still not 100% sure. I am still not 100%. It's Togashi, bro. It's fucking Togashi. Now, let's go. Let's rewind it. Balsamicoberg clearly caught up with Benjamin with the funeral procession going on and used the virus. But here's the thing. That would kill him too, right? When you release that virus, it's an airborne pathogen. You're not immune to it, so you're dead. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, I just can't help because think about this, right? Think about this. Halkenberg would be fucked if he used it. Then Ben had his, nan abilities. Like Halkenberg would have to shoot his arrow after using the virus while Ben is fully armed and ready. Air blast, boom. He's also not with his followers. He had some, ability to have followers while in Balsamico's body, but the last time we saw him do that was in the court. Something is off here. That's why I'm saying it was forced poisoning and a body swap. Bro. Meanwhile, the actual Halkenberg's body is in fact deceased, but in a coma. See, remember, he put it into a state where his Nen ability puts it into a coma, which simulates death, but not fully. The soul is still in there, but it can't do anything. So, Balsamico's soul is in there, but it can't do anything, right? So, I don't know. Something's not adding up to me. President of South Korea. I instantly thought of Ben with the news of South Korea. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, this guy's talking about how most of the next batch is probably going to be catch up, and we're on hiatus. Then we come back, and it's mostly to fill in what happened. We have Virgil. It's interesting that Unma is... Everyone's saying this is actually Benjamin. Okay, I hear you. But... Ben getting poisoned. Where's Balsamico? Balsamicoberg. Where is he? Balsamicberg. Wait a minute. Again, wouldn't you think that Balsamico is right there with them? Number one guy? This is where I don't get it. That's where I don't get it. That's where I don't get something seems really off to me. In this situation, Balsamico alive would still be with Ben, and Ben thought Balsamico was still alive doing his job. Why is he not here right now? Why is Ben sick and Balsamico's not here? In Halkenberg's ability, the other body becomes comatose as he's inheriting the target. That's the fucking point. Oh, that's the point, baby. That's why I'm not convinced that this is Ben. I'm not convinced. Something isn't adding up, but we'll see. We will see. It's interesting that Unma is apparently raising Ben's child while also concealing Halkenberg's plan. Wanting to kill Ben? What I think Unma's role is whoever is the legitimate father beyond someone. That is what brings her into a role of prominence. That's the point. So, guys, look, I think there's so much I can't cover this all in a stream, but I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Let's just go back to comments. I know, WZ. I hope that this is gonna come back by the summer. At least we can get, a 1 year break in between batches. That would Certainly be better than 2, but we will see. It's Togashi. He can do whatever the hell he wants. So, yeah, WZ, yep. I just want an OVA of Chrollo versus Ahsoka, like movie quality animation. I don't even like. I'll just take the manga. I just want that fight fully animated with music and voice acting and everything. That with a high quality budget. That's all I really need. I would love to see these characters animated with music and acting, but frankly, this arc does translate to a manga, like with the writing and all the narration. It's actually just fine as a manga format. It's not action focused. Like I feel like anime definitely benefits with the really emotional moments and of course the choreography and action. We don't have any action, really. So it's all just narrative being dissected. Also, all of the inner monologuing that characters do in this arc, you don't need animation for that necessarily. It might help to hear their voices as they're thinking, but it's all about thinking. Like Rihan, does Rihan have to be animated? Yeah, I mean, cool, but does he really have to be? Because you're going to be watching this guy think to himself for like 10 minutes. It's going to be 10 minutes of Rihan thinking to himself. So that's most of what this arc is. It's just characters thinking about their options. And so I just want better manga release, and I'd love the Chrollo Ahsoka fight with like a movie budget, an anime movie budget with unbelievable acting and voice acting and all that wonderful stuff. Zelky, the hiatus ends when Togashi wants. That is correct. But it's also not just that. It's also the publisher, Zelky. So the publisher also, like, again, I think we're looking at a 1-year time period for the next 10. And then 10 more after that, we might actually start wrapping up this arc. Because now, with martial law in play, you do a time skip like a month later, things stable down. Who knows? They can do that and wrap this thing up, I would say, within the next 30, maybe 40 chapters, but I think it's reachable within about 30 to 40. If he stays on track. If Togashi really focuses in on the plot, we can get through it. All this backstory stuff and side stuff, like, yes. But once we hit Palace Invasion in the Antarc, it was on. Boom. Just full steam ahead. We were in the moment, going through it. We got the Netero flashback, but really, we were in the moment and we got through it. This could happen here too. I think we've had a real great dose of backstory. We've had really great world building, looking at Kankin as a society, how it impacts people, the traumatic history that it has. But then now is the time to zone in. Let's get this arc really going, because this martial law setting is exactly what we want. This is the high tension, high paced. The characters have to act quickly, get to the point, and a lot could happen. Really, WZ? Well, I think he fixed his back, allegedly, or made it better. I don't know. But was that part of the surgery he was dealing with? Oh, yeah, Benjamin, defecting. Who the fuck knows, man? They probably go to Nasubi, frankly, but I don't know. All right, last point for comments, guys. It's been one heck of a ride. Life goes on, and so does the story. But it was a fun time while we were here. Excuse me. So a couple more minutes for any last points or thoughts. Oh man, if only we had one more chapter of this. I would have loved it. Would have fucking loved it, man. Yo, this guy on the Reddit, he says that Cyclone has like the Valentine ability where he just keeps making fake copies of himself. Bro, that's hilarious. Can you imagine? And then like Borkson just kills him 50. Yo. Yo. You could use Cyclone for fucking like spawn kills. That's so funny to think about. And killing Sarah could be cheating and try to take Bork's points away, ban her account. But if Sarah's ability transcends parallel timelines and results killing Sarah's other selves, the real Miranda can do nothing and the points still... Dude, this guy's writing like... Hey, Virgil, you're writing just like Togashi thinks, man. Good job. Dude, Morena like deducting points from your gamer tag. That's exactly a Morena. Oh my god, she's the admin. She's Gabe Newell. She's fucking yo. She's Valve, dude. Morena's Valve. Morena's Valve, yo. Oh my god. I just want Morena to have a DLC ability. Palace Invasion was quite a while. Yes. Yes, it was. But I feel like we're actually, at that point. So again, I could see definitely more than 20 chapters, but I'd say between 30, we'll bump it, 30 to 60 more chapters for this arc to end. I'd say that's the most we could expect. That would be holy cow. 30 to 60 chapters, man. 60 more chapters, and we have to wait. Let's do the math. That would be 6 more years if we can do 10 every year. That would be 6 more years. Oh my God. I can't, man. I'm gonna. Holy crap. Well, guys, I think that's going to call it. It was a great ride this time. I mean, Borkson, keep Borkson in your back pocket because she is going to do something. Whatever it is, she's going to do it. But I think that's going to conclude our Hunter x Hunter adventure for this batch. Hope you had fun. And I hope that we get this within another year. So summer to fall of 25, please. Give us what we want, man. Like, please, Togashi. But that's going to do it. I hope you're all well and will do well for the year ahead. Happy, I guess, early New Year and holidays. And I will see you all around. Take care.